Welcome back, Mishpachah. Shalom. Shalom, peace and blessings, and shalom. Hope that everybody's doing well. Had to get a little bit of rest. I was really trying to come back and get this chapter 34 of Exodus. You know, I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I want to run straight to it, man. We don't got too many more chapters left in this book. And then we're gonna have to get started on Leviticus, guys. Right? So we're not gonna tarry too long here. We're gonna dip in. All praises to the Most High, Abana Yahawah. All praises to Yahawah, right? All glory to Yahweh Shai, and all honors to the Ruach HaKodesh, our Comforter who gives us wisdom. Yeah, man. You know, that's why we're here. That's what we're doing all this, right? And I'm grateful that you're here with me. I'm really grateful that you're here with me. I love you guys. And I just finished watching one of my brothers, Aklamat. He dropped something. It just came out a little bit ago. So I was a little bit distracted, you know. I have to watch you guys too, man. I can't just be sitting here reading all day. I gotta be paying attention to what my brothers and sisters are doing. So anyway, with no further ado, we've already cleaned up. We can touch these scrolls. Chapter 34, coming right back at you right now. Let's begin. In chapter 34 reads, And the Most High Elohim said unto Moshe, Hew thee 2 tables of stone like unto the first, and I will write upon these tables the words that were in the first tables, which thou breakest. And be ready in the morning, and come up in the morning unto Mount Sinai, and present thyself there to me in the top of the mount. And no man shall come up with thee, neither let any man be seen throughout all the mount, neither let the flocks nor the herds feed before that mount. And he hewed 2 tablets of stone, like unto the first. And Moshe rose up early in the morning, and went up unto the Mount Sinai, as the Most High Elohim Yahawah had commanded him, and took in his hands the 2 tables of stone. And the Most High Elohim descended in the cloud, and stood with him there, and proclaimed the name of the Most High Elohim Yahawah. And the Most High passed before him, and proclaimed, the Most High Yahawah, merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abundant in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children into the 3rd and the 4th generation. Hallelujah. Come on. Verse 8, And Moshe made haste and bowed his head toward the earth and worshipped. And he said, If now I have found grace in thy sight, O Most High, let my Adonai, I pray thee, go amongst us, for it is a stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us for thine inheritance. And he said, Behold, I make a covenant before all thy people. I will do marvels such as I have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among which thou art shall see the work of the Most High Elohim. For it is a terrible thing that I will do with thee. Observe thou that which I command thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee the Amorite, and the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee. But ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves. For thou shalt worship no other Elohim, for the Most High Yahawah, whose name is jealous, is a jealous Elohim. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a-whoring after their Elohims, and do sacrifice unto their Elohims. And one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice. And thou take of their daughters unto thy sons, and their daughters go a-whoring after the Elohims, and make thy sons go a-whoring after their Elohims. Thou shalt make thee no molten Elohims. The feast of unleavened bread shalt thou keep. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, as I commanded thee in the time of the month of Abib. For in the month of Abib thou camest out of Mizraim. All that openeth the matrix is mine, and every firstling among thy cattle, whether ox or sheep, that is male. But the firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb, and if thou redeem him not, then thou shalt break his neck. All the firstborn of thy sons thou shalt redeem, and none shall appear before me empty. 6 days thou shalt work, but on the seventh Shabbat day thou shalt rest. In earing time and in harvest thou shalt rest, and thou shalt observe the feast of weeks, of the firstfruits of wheat harvest, and the feast of ingathering at the year's end. Thrice in the year shall all your men children appear before the Most High Elohim, Yahawah, the Elohim of Yasharel. For I will cast out the nations before thee, and enlarge thy borders. Neither shall any man desire thy land, when thou shalt go up to appear before the Most High thy Elohim, thrice in a year. Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, neither shall the sacrifice of the feast of the Passover be left until the morning. The first of the firstfruits of thy land thou shalt bring unto the house of the Most High Elohim, thy Elohim. Thou shalt not see it, a kid in his mother's milk. And the Most High Yahawah said unto Moshe, Write thou these words, for after the tenor of these words I have made a covenant with thee and with Yasharel. And he was there with the Most High 40 days and 40 nights. He did neither eat bread nor drink water. And he wrote upon the tables the words of the covenant and the 10 commandments. And it came to pass, when Moshe came down from the Mount Sinai with the 2 tables of testimony in Moshe's hand, when he came down from the mount, that Moshe wist not that the skin of his face shone while he talked with him. And when Aharon and all the children of Yasharel saw Moshe, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come nigh. See, he had the glory of the Most High on him, man. You know what I'm saying? Imagine seeing a dark-skinned Negro coming down and his face looks like it's got light coming out of it. That's terrifying, bro. 31. And Moshe called unto them, and Aharon and all the rulers of the congregation returned unto him, and Moshe talked with them. And afterward all the children of Yasharel came nigh, and he gave them the commandment that all that the Most High had spoken with him in Mount Sinai. Until Moshe had done speaking with them, he put a veil on his face. And when Moshe went in before the Most High to speak with him, he took the veil off until he came out. And he came out, and he spake unto the children of Yasharel that which he was commanded. And the children of Yasharel saw the face of Moshe, that the skin of Moshe's face shone. And Moshe put the veil upon his face again until he went in to speak with him. See? You see what's going on there? That's kind of, I mean, if you're just reading this and just skimming through, you're not going to catch this. 40 days, 40 nights. He had so much glory being around the Father, Abba Yahawah. His face, literally, his skin shone. It was like illuminated. And when he came down to talk to the rest of Yasharel, he had to put a veil over his face because they were so scared to even come up and talk to him. They didn't know what was going on. If you were to come see me and knock on my front door and I opened it up and your face looked like it had a light inside of your skin, I would be scared too, man. That's not natural. That doesn't look normal, man. You wouldn't know what's going on, man. So he put a veil over his face just to be able to talk to his people. And then he took the veil off when he went back before the Most High Yahawah. See? These are those golden nuggets that a lot of people miss, man. You miss it. He wasn't transfigured, but he was illuminated, bro. He was lit up. Moshe was like a nightlight. You know? But it's cool, man. That was chapter 34 of Exodus. We're going to finish up chapter 35 next. Thanks for being with me. In the meantime, in between time, I love you. Stay safe. Shalom. Shalom. Peace and blessings to you, your family, your children. And shalom mishpachah. I love you. Yep.